Hello students, in this video we will learning about forest and how forest is our lifeline. A forest is a large area of land that is covered with flora and fauna. So forest is a natural habitat for different kinds of floras and faunas, and forests provide food, shelter and a fresh air also to these floras and fauna. And different species of plants are present in the forest that will provide different types of wood, medicines, fruits, vegetables, gum, etc. So many products we are getting from the forest. As we know, forest provide us many useful products that we people are using in our day-to-day life. As in the picture it is given, we are getting honey, different type of spices, medicinal plants are there, fruits, oil, natural rubber, dyes, fodder for cattle. So most useful products that is being provided by the forest for the survival of animals or the human beings. So forest is a very important thing that provide a food, shelter to different types of animal. Forest also has a wide variety of animals. Apart from the plant, they have also the wide variety of animals. Along with the animals, forest also contain decomposers like microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi. So we can say the forest is a very big habitat and this forest provide a home for many plants, animals and decomposer organism. And we can also say the forest acts as the purifier of air and water, because as we know, during the process of photosynthesis, these forest trees, the trees living in the forest, they take carbon dioxide and release oxygen for animals and human beings. And the forest acts as a purifier of water because trees, they absorb a dirty water from the soil through their roots and make pure through the process of water cycle. So forests play a very vital role in our life. First, we will discuss about the components of a forest. What are the different components of a forest? So in the forest ecosystem, abiotic and biotic both components are present there. Abiotic components that we know: soil, water, air and sunlight. That is the non-living or the abiotic component. And second one is the biotic component. In these biotic component, producer, consumer and decomposers are present there. So these abiotic and biotic component combinedly form a forest ecosystem. First is about the plant, that is also known as autotrophs, because they prepare their food by themselves by the process of photosynthesis. So plants produce a food. So plants are called producer organism. Second is the heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are the animals which get their food directly or indirectly from the plants. So these animals are called consumer organism. And in this consumer, herbivores, carnivores, animals comes. Next is the decomposer. The living organisms such as bacteria, fungi, which live and feed on dead plants and animals are called saprotrophs. So saprotroph, commonly known as decomposer or decomposer organism. So these decomposer play a very, very important role in sustaining the forest or cleaning the forest. So microorganism, or we can say the decomposer, break down the dead parts of plants or dead bodies of animals into simple substances such as nutrient or mineral salt, carbon dioxide and water, which can be reused by the plants, are called decomposer. So decomposer return the nutrient present in the dead plants, dead animals and animal waste to the soil and make the soil rich in nutrient, and that will be very good for the growth of the plant. Or food chain is also food chain and food web that also exist in the forest ecosystem. The organism which feed on plant are eaten by other organism and so on to form a chain-like structure that is called a food chain. So many food chains existing in the forest. All food chains, they are linked together and that will form a food web. Next, we will discuss about the characteristics of trees in a forest. So the branchy part of the tree above the stem is called the crown of the tree, and the crown of the trees have different shape. So this crown includes the top part or upper part of a tree, which has all the branches and leaves of the tree. Different types of trees have crowns having different shapes and sizes. So there are a large number of crown shape of tree in a forest because forest is a very big habitat. So many species of plants are living there. The branches of tall tree look like a roof over the other plants in a forest. This is called the canopy. So we will explain in detail about the canopy in the structure of a forest. So next is the structure of a forest. A forest consists of different horizontal layers of the vegetation or the trees and the plants. So 5 layers or the 5 zones forms a forest structure. If we will start from the top, it is canopy, understory, shrub layer, herb layer, and forest floor. Now we will describe all the layers of vegetation in different layers of the forest. So first is the canopy, that is the uppermost branches and leaves of tall trees, which is acting like a roof over the forest ground. It's called the canopy. So this is the highest layer of vegetation in a forest structure. So this canopy leaves that intercept the sunlight available to the forest, and canopy of forest is full of various types of animals like insects, reptiles, mammals like monkeys, birds, and many more. Next to canopy is understory. The layer of vegetation which is just below the canopy is called understory. And this layer consists of small trees and sapling. And this understory layer of forest has comparatively receiving less light as compared to the canopy. Next is the shrub layer. The layer of vegetation in a forest which is just below the understory, or we can say above the herb layer. It is called shrub layer. The shrub layer consists of mature shrubs and bushes, and the height of the vegetation that is present in the shrub layer is 1 and 2 meters. It is not more than 2 meters. Next to this is the herb layer. This layer is present just below the shrub layer, and herb layer is the lowest layer of vegetation in the forest having leafy plants. Forest floor, the ground surface of the forest is called forest floor. This is also considered as a layer of vegetation in the forest structure, where different kinds of leafless plants as mosses, lichen, or a large animal like bear, deer, lion, they are residing. And forest floor has also many kinds of worms, decomposers like mushroom, bacteria, fungi. And this forest floor is covered with dead and decaying plant matter, decaying animal matter, and the animal waste. So these 5 layers constitutes the structure of a forest. Next is the interrelationship of plants, soil, and decomposer in a forest. So they all are interdependent to each other. If we will start with the plant, so plant, they are taking carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, water from the soil, nutrient from the soil, and prepare the food, and known as autotrophs. On that plant, all the animals and human beings, they are going to be dependent. Whenever the plant becomes die, decomposers are present. So these decomposers break down the dead parts of the plant into simpler substances and convert it into a nutrient. That nutrient is being added in the soil and make the soil enriched with the nutrient. And that nutrient is again taken by the plants for their growth. So by this way, we can say plant, soil, or decomposer in a forest, they are interrelated to each other. So we have seen how forests are useful for us, because without forest, we could not be think our life. But nowadays, due to urbanization, so many factories or buildings it is going to make by cutting down the forest. So that is the deforestation. So forest, in continuity, forests are being cutting down for different activity like construction, to construct the building, for making factories, population explosion, unequal political power, landlessness, inadequate knowledge. So many causes are there for the deforestation. Ultimately, we can say that due to population increase, due to increase in the population, we are going to destruct the forest in a large scale to fulfill the requirement of these increased population. So that will affect to our life also. So what are the effects of destruction of forest? If we are going to destruct the forest, if we are going to continue this deforestation, ultimately this will lead to soil erosion, shortage of food or wood, destruction of forest that will disturb the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the atmosphere also, because whatever the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, that will increase due to cutting down of the forest, And due to increase in the carbon dioxide, that leads to global warming, that leads to increase in earth temperature. And destruction of forests will also cause frequent flooding of rivers, leading to loss of property and life. Destruction of forest affects the water cycle, and if the water cycle is being affected, that leads to reduction in rainfall. And as we know, if forest provides a habitat of different type of animals, so by the destruction of forest leads to the extinction of many wild animals and plants. And ultimately or lastly, we can say that destruction of forest can change the earth's climate, and very difficult for us, for all the living organism, to survive on the surface of earth. So what is our duty? We have to conserve forest. We have to stop this deforestation. Excessive cutting down of forest trees should not be allowed by the government if you want to conserve the forest. And if we are going to destruct the forest, more trees should be planted in the forest in place of cut down trees to conserve forest. Whatever the paper products like the old newspaper, magazines, notebook, it should be recycled to conserve forest. So ultimately we can say forest is very helpful for us. So we should conserve forest. We should think about the conservation of forest to make our climate cool, to make our environment safe. Thank you and have a nice day.